Right, good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. We're heading to James Bond Island and the waterways surrounding that area. We're going to a few caves today and a floating village. Super excited. It's going to be a nice scenery. That's not James Bond Island behind us, it's a replica, but we're going to be going on a long-tail boat. 2,000 baht for 3 or 4 hours on the waterways there. Super excited about today. It's going to be beautiful scenery out there, so come and enjoy our adventure today. And subscribe if you haven't, and hit that like button and follow our adventure today. Thanks guys. Alrighty guys, we're going into the Phangnga National Forest right now. Walking on the little deck here, the dock. Here we go. Oh, we're jumping on a colourful long-tail boat today. Thank you. Let's jump on. Alrighty, I've made it on. See how Tracy goes. You must be an expert by now getting on these. You on? Watch it, it's a bit squishy there. Alrighty, we're on with no dramas. All happy? Yeah. All right, we're on another long-tail boat in Thailand. This one's a nice colourful one, this one. All right, we're going to be going up the river system to see some caves. James Bond Island, here we come, and the Muslim floating village, which would be nice to walk around and have a look at that area. It's a little floating village on the waterway. So let's go. Alright guys, you can jump on kayaks from around the corner and you can kayak through the little cave there through there. That's pretty awesome. But unfortunately, somebody doesn't like being in a kayak, so there's no kayaking for us today, but that is absolutely beautiful through there. Look at that, amazing. Beautiful cave. That would be nice. That would be nice to go through there on a kayak, wouldn't it? But unfortunately, somebody in the boat here doesn't like kayaking, so we're missing out today on kayaking. She had a bad experience one time in a kayak, I think, and she doesn't want to go on one again. All right, so yeah, it's taken us about probably 25 minutes from Phangnga Pier, which is totally the opposite side to where you get on from Phuket. It's no tourists, there was hardly anyone there, so it's a very quiet spot to come in, and it's very quick to get here. I think it takes a lot longer when you go from Phuket up to here than it is from where we got in. I think we're going to head over to James Bond Island very shortly and see a few more caves, and then off to the floating village. Alrighty guys, we've made it onto James Bond Island. We've got about 20 minutes, half an hour here, and then we'll jump back on the boat and go to another. I think there's a few caves we're going to, so let's have a look what it's got to offer. All right guys, we're at James Bond Island. There's all markets here. You can get some food, there's toilets. Nice little cave up there. But this is the reality of coming to a very touristy place. It's absolutely jam-packed. If you're going to come here, come first thing in the morning. It's about probably about 1 o'clock now. Let's have a look at the realities of James Bond Island. There it is there. Look at how packed it is. And all the way up there, everyone's getting their photos. How long was this in the movie for, Trey?
About 30 seconds.
30 seconds. And
they do a duel here on the island.
They do a duel on the island, and
you see that rock.
You see that rock on in the movie for about 30 seconds.
And whoever it is, I forget.
Yeah.
They do a duel here on the island.
30 seconds, and now this is one of the most famous rocks in southern Thailand. I've actually heard on the internet that in years and years to come, this is actually starting to fall down. So I think they're trying to find a way of propping it up, because underneath it's starting to wear underneath the rock. As you can see, it kind of starts high at the top and then it goes down. I'll show you. Down at the bottom underneath the waterline. It's supposed to be deteriorating a little bit under there, and they're a little bit worried that it's going to fall over. So don't know how long, but in years and years to come, if they don't do something about it, it's not going to be safe. But this is the reality of coming during January, February. Look how packed it is. All right, we're going to go and find somewhere where there's less tourists. We've got our own little long-tail boat, so let's take off and get away from this busy area and find a nice cave or a nice beach that we can go to. Alrighty, we've had about 20 minutes on James Bond Island. We're about to go and get on our long-tail boat and get out of this tourist area and hopefully find a cave or another cove or something like that that's not as busy. There's just people just keep on streaming in. It's getting packed. So you walk up the stairs up there. Alrighty, it's too busy here. Let's go to another place. Alrighty, leaving James Bond Island. How do you rate that, Trey? Too busy? Yeah, it's a bit too touristy.
Drive past it. There's only a couple of shops. The rock itself is really big.
Alright, Trey, where we've arrived. The Muslim village, the floating village, and there's our little boat. Alright, we're going to go for a walk around first, and then we're going to see what is there to do around here. I think we're hungry, so we'll probably go and get a bite to eat somewhere, but I'm not following this bloke. But look at all the big, massive, long-tail boats. It fits about 20 or 30 people. Yeah. So we're going to go and get a bite to eat and go for a walk around and have a look at what's to do around this little Muslim village here. Alrighty, we made it through the little restaurant there that we're trying to take us to, and there's all little markets here. You can buy little knickknacks, little elephants, jewellery, plenty of jewellery, all the souvenir shops. Actually, I better find out where we actually walked into. We won't be able to get back to where the captain is waiting for us. But yeah, there's plenty of... Oh, there's a restaurant. Phangnga restaurant. That's where we've got to walk through. We'll walk down here and have a look at some of the shops. Alright guys, we're walking through the little back alleys of the floating Muslim village here near James Bond Island. The mosque is just over the back there. Plenty of little markets and little cafes and all that to eat. But we're walking up to have a look at the mosque. And then there's like some sort of soccer field or something there. They play soccer. So we're going to have a look at that. But here's the mosque. Let's have a look at this mosque. Oh, looks nice. Hello. Oh, no, thank you. Let's have a look at the mosque. This is the outside of the mosque. Alrighty guys, that's the mosque behind us, and we're going to walk through the back streets here, and we're going to see all the chickens. All the little chicklets. Oh, there's some big roosters there. Little babies. Oh, look at the baby chickens. Oh, little baby chickens. Yeah, here they are. Alrighty. Oh, there's a big rooster. Alrighty, let's go and see this soccer field. And if we can find something to eat, well, we haven't got much time here. I think we've only got about an hour on there before we've got to go and see other places. But let's go and have a look at the soccer field, which is pretty sure it's where the school is. There's a school and they use it as a soccer field. Let's go and have a look. I'll have a game of soccer, eh? See if we're allowed on here. We might get called off, but we're going to go and have a look at the soccer pitch. There's a big Liverpool mural on the wall back there. So they might be Liverpool supporters. Had Mo Salah on the wall. So let's have a look. Alrighty. A floating soccer pitch, or football pitch. Soccer in Australia, football throughout Europe. There's no soccer balls here, so we can have a kick around. This might be a local team because it's got the James Bond Island thing on the outside. Look at the views for a floating soccer pitch. You've got James Bond Island down that way, and you've got the mosque right behind there, and it's backs up to a nice little limestone cliff over there. Only in Thailand, guys. Look at this, a soccer pitch floating. It's actually floating. I can actually feel it moving. All right, guys, we've just been to the Muslim floating village. Had a look around there, got on the soccer pitch. Now we're about to get on our trusty little long-tail boat, and we're going to go and have a look at some other adventures. Hey, hun? It's a pretty hot day today. Look at that. There's nice little restaurants out here all the way along the front. All right, let's get on the boat. Hi guys, we're just sitting in a little cafe just right by the pier there. There's nobody here, and I ordered a chicken pat kapow, so it's going to have a little bit of punch in it. Look at the chilies in that. And Tracy ordered chicken fried rice, her favourite, so she's hooking in. Very nice. And I think this is going to burn my mouth because there's all the chilies in it. So let's hook in and have a try. Alrighty. Get some rice in there.
Is that hot?
Ooh, it's got some spice. Very nice. So we're going to eat this, and then we're going to make our way back to the hotel. So we're going to end the video here. Thanks for coming on our adventure today, and we'll see you in the next one.